Okay, this is the last time for this manga. Next day, it's time, yeah. Hello. Hey, you copy getting a crystal clear image of my amazingly cool face? I don't see any amazingly cool faces, but I see yours just fine, Zelda. Ow, you're no fun at all, man. But I can't let that slide, so how are things on your end? Well, it looks like Komeda is in pretty bad shape. Sumiki has stayed with him around the clock and believes his symptoms will probably peak today. You serious? But he'll pull through, won't he? Komeda is going to make it, yes? Sonia, all the others there too? No. Everyone except Sayanji is here. Why on earth didn't she come? For the simple reason she is a coward. My very presence has evidently left her to cower in fear. Actually, Sayanji declared she wouldn't see anyone until we found a cure for the despair disease and holed up in her room. Not even members of the motel group gave break. Bad as things are down here, it seems like it ain't play on their end too. Yeah, but if Komeda's down and out on top of Nidai retiring from the game, it's still too soon to say one way or another. It's bad enough you can't say that's terrible. Monami, what are you doing over there? No wonder I haven't seen you around lately. What I want to know is why a flippin' stuffed animal needs to hide out. Don't discriminate against plushies. You know it's dangerous exposing any of us to the disease when we know practically nothing about it. Don't stand on the table. Monokuma's despair disease is something to be feared. Like on a level of threatening to destroy the whole island. That's why I'm staying over here until it's clear how to cope with it. Kukuzu, this goddamn rabbit makes my blood boil. It ain't even alive. How's it gonna get infected? How about you come over here and help the at-risk humans? Hey, like she said, we don't know, and it's not like we can do anything other than offer Sumiki backup for the time being anyway. Let's focus today on getting those meds she asked for over to the hospital, okay? Phew, Christ stash. The lobby looks like a good enough home for it to me. It's almost time to contact the others. I'll go take the new meds to Sumiki. I'd like to check on Komeda before we head back to the hotel anyway. Right, I'll cover touching base with the rest. Do what you need to. Thanks. What is it? Oh, Miyoda. What are you doing wandering around out here? You should be in bed asleep. I have grown bored of sleeping all hours of the clock. Since I am only creating extra work for you, if I rest on my own, I thought I could lend a hand. But would you prefer if I slept? I guess, at least for now, you could help out most by getting your rest. Okay, I understand. It's outright creepy seeing her act all compliant and agreeable. Yeah, I hope she gets better soon. Sumiki, how is Komeda doing? Here, I bought the medications you request. Don't worry about using them up. We have loads more stocked up in the lobby. Oh, on another note, it's a-okay for the patients and their caregivers to eat and drink in the hospital. So here you are. You've hardly eaten anything, have you? If you stay with him every second of the day, you're going to keel over. Sumiki, she didn't hear me. You okay? Finally managed to get your attention. What? You nearly gave me a heart attack. I just came to drop off those meds and check on Komeda. But you didn't budge when I tried to get your attention. You must be exhausted. Why don't you try to give it a rest? Does this by any chance, mean you're concerned about a nobody like me? Huh, I guess. Sniffle, thank you. I'll treasure this moment for the rest of my life. Is it that I bit over the top? As for Komeda, I believe he's almost through the worst of it, so I'm going to stay here overnight to keep an eye on him. Well, okay, just don't push yourself too hard. I won't. Hey, so how's Komeda holding up? To be honest, I'm more concerned about Sumiki. She can't even get away for some rest. How are they over at the motel anyway? Also behind the 8 ball. The others are working to pinpoint the cause of infection, but ain't made no progress at all, huh? Hey, it's getting late. We ought to head on back to our cottages before Monokuma kicks us out again. Yeah, let's go. The despair disease, fear of infection, Komeda's poor condition, and almost no improvement, it all began to weigh so heavily on our minds that a single sigh wouldn't begin to cut. Worst of all is how it just plunges us deeper into depression the more we think about it. Sleep is about the only thing left I can do today. First thing in the morning, I have to make another round at the hospital. Huh? Isn't this a classroom? You hear the lucky dog's rumor? The lucky dog rumor has it he's going to Hope's Peak. Eh? But did he ever strike you gifted and talented? What, don't you guys know anything? You don't have to be a genius, huh? To get into Hope's Peak Academy backup. Aren't we talking about the school that recruits only the top students from across the country? Stop it! Wow, I had no idea that was an option. Think it's how he got in? Isn't it a given? Shut up! It's not like he's got some amazing talent that sends scouts from Hope's Peak knocking on his door. Anyway, while he gawks around the school, it's his poor parents paying his tuition deeper in debt. Shut up! Please leave me alone. Who am I? I am... Ugh, morning already? It feels like I was plagued by a particularly nasty nightmare. It's like my body weighs a ton for some odd reason. No, not just heavy. It's kinda like I'm wrapped in a soft cocoon, not to mention uncomfortably hot. Darn it, Sumiki, not again. Hurrah! What? You must have it in for me. What? Sorry. I goofed up one more time. What are you doing here anyway? Is it important enough to bring you here in the wee hours before the Monokuma announcement? Absolutely. You see, I have excellent news. Komeda's condition has finally stabilized. Really? Yes, that's why I rushed over to get you two, but Kuzuryu's door was locked tight. Speaking of locking doors, I still can't lock mine thanks to Mioda. This is such a relief. I inadvertently fell asleep when trying to wake you. Anyway, let's go to the hospital. Yeah, you bet. Komeda, can you hear me? Hanada is here to visit you. Of course I hear you. And your twins singing around. Oh, I get it. You two, the two of you formed a duo act, didn't you? You're just like the Commodore sisters. That's what you consider finally stabilized? Well, yes, it doesn't mean fully recover, only that it's no longer getting worse. Being twins is such a unique trait. If they fully took advantage, they traded places each time we saw one, in which case there were actually 17 students originally on the island. That's the answer. Be right back. That's the answer. He's on a roll now that he's feeling better. It might not be so painful for me. If only he could keep his mouth shut for more than a second. Sniffle, true, but this is still progress. It's such a relief just to have Komeda finally regain consciousness. But it's truly a blessing. Ah, I'm feeling dizzy. It's like the whole world is spinning. Careful! You okay? Sumiki, shouldn't you be getting some rest yourself? Giving Komeda constant care has left you dead on your feet. Sorry to worry you. I guess it really has. If you don't mind, I'll go ahead and get some rest in the break room upstairs. I imagine the stress has worn you out as well. You should go and relax in the lobby. I'll do that. Goodbye and good night. Of all people, I'm stuck alone with Hanada. Just my luck. Simply being in the same vicinity with you is unbearably painful. Oh, is it? That was just plain mean. Relax. I was about to leave anyway. Good plan. Make yourself scarce. Your face is jeopardizing